Welcome to another edition of IMO Sports with Pedro Justice. This video right here will prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that Ryan Garcia will be banned from boxing for a period of time. We'll get into all of the details, everything you need to know. Now, the whole world saw Ryan Garcia defeated Devin Haney on April 20th, 2024. Devin Haney got beat up like he's never gotten beat up in his whole career. Everybody, the fans, they were wondering, look at Devin Haney. Why does he look like this? We've never seen it. Ryan Garcia professed that he was just a better man. Devin Haney took his defeat and everything was what it was until news broke that one Ryan Garcia tested positive for Ostarine and the world went crazy. Everybody that was a Devin Haney fan was like, see, I told you. And all the Ryan Garcia fans was like, they're trying to set him up. So in this video, I'm going to go through everything. If you don't want to know the truth, then click off of the video. But if you want to know the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, stay tuned, buckle up, and let's go on this ride. In this article here from Sporting News, it says Ryan Garcia's upset win over Devin Haney last month sent shockwaves through the sporting world. However, less than 2 weeks, it only took 2 weeks for his world to come crashing back down with a positive anti-doping positive test. They love anti-doping. That sounds real bad. Anti-doping. Ryan Garcia PDs. We're going to get into what PDs are. We're going to also get into what Ostarine is and how it can be used to help an athlete. Well, here, Dan Rafael, he is the one who reported that Ryan Garcia tested positive for two banned substances at the time, Ostarine and Narandro. So based on this tweet, it says, per multiple sources with knowledge of the results, Ryan Garcia tested positive for the banned PD Ostarine in a VADA test related to the Haney fight. Then he followed up Garcia positive tests per source with direct knowledge. He failed Ostarine in 2 urine tests, one on April the 19th, which is the day of the weigh-in, and then post-fight April 20th. It says the April 19th sample screened positive, but was not confirmed for the 19 Narandro. And so when we got that news, you got the news just like I got the news. Everybody got the news. And now all the Devin Haney fans and boxing fans are like, wait a minute. Ryan Garcia is a cheater. He's a cheater. And Ryan Garcia came out defending himself, telling you that I didn't cheat. No, I didn't cheat. I'm not a cheater. So on Ryan Garcia's X, he put a picture showing that all 4 tests conducted leading up to the fight, they all were negative. So he joined VADA on February 24th, and by the 26th, he had his first negative test. Then on 3/8, he had his second negative test. And then on 3/15, he had his third negative test. And then on April the 3rd, he had his 4th negative test. So everything looked good up until Dan Rafael's tweet. And then Ryan Garcia started trying to sway the public with all of these texts saying, fake effing news. I never effing took a steroid in my effing life. I beat Devin Haney fair and square. Now, of course, Devin Haney and his team came out with a statement saying that this is a shame and this and that. And then everybody else was very upset at Ryan Garcia. And so on his team, they stated that, hey, I don't know what's going on, but our guy did not test positive. His A sample, I don't know what happened. Maybe he took something that was contaminated. That's what they stated. That's what they stated, that he took something. Now, if this is overturned, guess what that means for Devin Haney? It means Devin gets his O back. But let's get into this. Now, after the positive test, Ryan put out multiple statements denying these allegations, saying Ryan has put out multiple statements denying knowingly using any banned substances. And we believe him. That was per Golden Boy. Of course, as I stated, Devin Haney responded to ESPN in an interview. He said, "We learned about the situation not too long ago. It's unfortunate. Ryan cheated and disrespected both the fans and the sport of boxing by fighting dirty and breaking positive not once, but twice. I've always been an advocate for clean fighting, and this is an example of such. Ryan owes the fans an apology, and by his recent tweet, he still thinks this is a joke." Now, Ryan Garcia, we've seen him with Donald Trump, and he does have something in common with Donald Trump. They both try to sway. They both try to sway you into their direction with all of these distractions. They'll say something. They'll talk about this. They'll talk about that just to get you off of the trail. Devin Haney goes on to say, "We put our lives on the line to entertain people for a living. You don't play boxing. This puts the fight in a completely different light. Despite the disadvantage, I still fought on my shield and got back up." You hear that, Ryan Garcia fans? He said he got back up. Devin Haney said he got back up. You tried to cheat me, and you still couldn't knock me out. You knocked me down 11 times, but guess what? Every time I got back up. I tried to stand on the rope and almost fell off, but I got back up. Now, as I told you, he tested positive for Ostarine. And so we're going to go through what that is. People saying it's not a big deal. He didn't cheat. Well, at the end of this video, will you be able to still say that same thing? Now, it says, what is Ostarine? Ostarine is a banned performance enhancing drug, which is used by athletes to increase their strength and muscle growth. On the night of the fight, we saw that Ryan Garcia was way bigger than Devin Haney. It wasn't even close. He looked like he was jacked. Even Mike Tyson had to say something about the situation. Mike Tyson came in the dressing room, was like, "Whoa, you've been eating bricks." So there's little nuggets out there, little Easter eggs just everywhere. If you go back from the beginning of this fiasco of a build up to the very end, there are little eggs everywhere, Easter eggs of Ryan Garcia and possibly what was to come. Now, they classify Ostarine as a selective androgen receptor modulator, or a SARM. It binds to the body's androgen receptors and stimulates muscle growth, making it commonly used by bodybuilders via dietary supplements. Now, the drug is not FDA approved. The drug targets specific parts of the human body, whereas just steroids affect the entire body. So essentially, Ostarine acts like a steroid, but it's not supposed to have the as bad or as negative effects as steroids. Now, as I said, the drug is not approved by the FDA, meaning it is not suitable for human consumption, and it is used by athletes and is banned by the World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA. Now, the whole point of this is that we're going to prove that why Ryan Garcia will be banned from competing in boxing for a period of time. Now, with that being on the ban list, means that Ryan Garcia will have to prove by submitting a B sample. So has he already done that? Yes, he's already done that. He's already submitted his B sample for testing. That will conclude or happen on May the 22nd. So on May 22nd, the test will be conducted. And then after that, we'll know what the results are.